How we doing? I'm recording a video to show you a wee mission I went on. I'm heading down south. I left my house in Richmond, Tasman at 5 a.m, well, close to 5 a.m, and I had bags all packed. I had gear for camping and a few things like that, and a little bit extra fuel because I'm on the Tenere 700, and as awesome as it is a little bit limited in range. And basic mission of this trip was to do it as cheap as I possibly could. So I don't know if anyone's paying attention, but that went through a half-built roundabout, or a roundabout which has a wee exit off it. This is a nice wee shortcut, which I try not to take too often or wreck the grass. Go down through an empty paddock or section of grass, through a dry creek bed, and as you can see there's lots of other vehicles that also do the same, up this sweet wee hill, past the local wildlife, and come out on a council access track straight onto the main road. You can see some cars driving past there. And boom, on our way. First lot of road riding. Let's move things along a bit because otherwise it's really boring. And we go over an overbridge, down to a roundabout. Don't ask me why I've stopped here. I don't remember, but I was pretty sure it's a standard thing to do when you've got any kind of load tied down, whether it's a bike or a trailer or a truck, is drive 5 minutes down the road, shake the crap out of whatever you're carrying, and give everything a jiggle. Otherwise, yeah, see? That's why, because everything's loose as hell. Anywho, now we've tightened everything down a bit, we're back on the way again. I don't quite remember what time it is, but I'm pretty sure it's about 5 in the morning now. And we're sitting behind a truck. Whoop, whoop. So I'm trying not to spell out which little town this is, just for privacy's sake, but that is the same truck because the bakery here is awesome and it's not even that expensive. They do reasonably good coffee and really good food. So this is me for probably the next 15 minutes while I enjoy my pie. I don't know if you've ever tried eating with a helmet on. It doesn't go terribly well. Not sure what I'm up to there. Had a little bit of a hernia trying to park. And yeah, I'm going to go and have some to eat. Like I said, this is an awesome bakery. Every man and his dog who's getting up to go to work at 5 or 6 in the morning is here to grab a pie. And that's me trying to sort my shit out. Ta-da! I'm back. I know you're disappointed. So, yep, had my pie. And now back on the road. Get my shit together, get my bag on. I don't know how many of you carry backpacks, but pretty much the only reason I've got it is if I get flinged off the bike for any dumbass reason. I've got things like first aid kit, battery charger, water, anything that I might need if I don't have my bike with me. Don't know what that eye was for. So I am lucky enough to have the 2025 Tenere 700, which has the turn for turn built into it, but I'm not really a fan of how the app works, so I tend to just use Google Maps on my phone because, let's face it, everyone knows how to use Google Maps. And I think from memory here, I'm waiting for these forestry boys to get out of the road, and I had to wait for this fella, And I'm pretty sure that from the size of him, he's a spare tree trunk they carry around. He was a big unit. They'd probably do the left-hand wheel bearings more than they do the right. So sometimes you get people who try to let you pass. Normally they'll pull into the gravel and share you and shit. Not thinking about the fact that you're the fastest, most manoeuvrable vehicle on the road. Anyhow, this guy, he did it properly. Pulls over to the side of the road. Thanks very much. You give him a wave and on your way. So this next bit is coming up to the Top House Road. I don't know who's ever been there before. It's a nice, easy wee gravel road with a bit of tar seal at the start. At the beginning of the road, there is it's an old hotel, I think. If you Google it, there's plenty of information on it. I don't even know if it still runs anymore. Given that I've got the any modern adventure bike, it's got ABS and traction control, which sucks when you're going gravel road. So we have to pull over, stop the vehicle completely, hold the button in, there goes the ABS and traction control. Well, there we go. Speed things along a little bit. Now, I don't know how many of you have ridden gravel roads with the abysmal Pirelli Scorpions they put on the T7 standard. I didn't sell mine, I decided to keep them. One of the downsides to keeping Pirelli Scorpions is that they have absolutely shit traction. Like, they've got a little bit of tread in them, but honestly, nothing amazing. They're mostly road tyre. They've got a really soft compound. They're fantastic on the road. But, where they're not so good is marbly gravel roads. This one was particularly bad. And when you come into a corner, a little bit hotter than you should, this happens. Boom. Down we go. So at this point, I'm on a semi-blind corner, in the dark, tail lights are on, headlights going, that's good. I can't get my damn foot out from under the bike because my bags are pinned it. And then I got to pick the bike up and go, man, that's heavy. Now, the T7 standard is about 208 kilo. I've probably got very full tank at this point, plus 5 litres of gas on the back, and I've got all my luggage with me. So let's call it, 220 easy. Of course, it's only half the weight. I was thinking, there's only 100 kilo. Surely I can pick that up off a pivot. Oh, wait, I know why. My wheels were up on the bank. So, of course, I can't lift the damn thing. I'm trying to lift it from a negative position. So, once I realised my mistake, I dragged it down into the water table and up she goes. Now, I don't know how many of you dealt with modern fuel jig bikes, but you've got to turn the key off and turn it back on again. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how much winding you do, it won't start. Once I had got everything sorted, got the bike running again, I thought to myself, I need to get out of this blind corner and out of this hole. So I wheel her up the road a wee bit until it's a little bit lighter and go to sort out my stuff. I think all that was really wrong was there's a stick sticking out of the sump guard, which is not really a problem. Can't see any oil leaks, no damage. Check the bags, the far side I fell on. These bags were a bit of a hand-me-down, so don't know how much life they have left in them. And the mirror was loose, which was, at least it's not broken, I suppose. Alright, on the road again. So, needless to say, I took the rest of the road somewhat easier. No overspeeding. My mum would be proud of me. So we're near the end of the Top House Road now. It's not a very long road. Good bit of fun, even when you do fall off. And obviously, any time after you do fall off, find yourself a nice, good flat bit of ground and jump off your bike. Have a good look. So, everything starts to shake loose. That's loose as shit, but it's not going to get any tighter. Yeah, bags aren't damaged. Now, I know the T7s are renowned for cracking the frame or the brace that holds the exhaust pipe, so always check that. Yeah, leave the mud on the foot peg. It's a term of endearment. All right, I think that'll do for today. Hopefully the next one is the rainbow.